In this video, I'm going to share with you one really simple question that you can ask to make yourself instantly more likable and build trust with the human being opposite you. So without further wait, let's get into it, man. Now, before we dig in, I want you to ask yourself this question. When I think of an influential leader, what words come to mind? When I think of an influential leader, what words come to mind? Probably charismatic, assertive, persuasive, all the stereotypical stuff, you feel me? But what about the word vulnerable? What about the word vulnerable? Did that word come up for you? Did you go, oh my God, man, the most influential leaders on the planet are vulnerable? Did you think that? Be real with me. You didn't, did you? You didn't. But let me introduce you to this beautiful quote, which might change your thinking. And it's by a dude called Josh Ship. And he says, your imperfections are what make you influential. I'm going to say that again. I need you to pick up what I'm putting down, okay? Your imperfections are what make you influential. You feel me? Your imperfections are what make you influential. Meaning, when you show up as an imperfect human being, that's when you become truly magnetic and you increase your influence. The question is, how can you show up imperfect in a business setting without damaging your credibility? I think one of the best ways to do that is through the art of vulnerability. And I'm not talking about showing up, throwing up, saying, hey, look at this closet, open it up. Can you see all those skeletons? Which one do you want to pick? Which one do you want to go for today? I'm not talking about that. We don't want a vulnerability hangover. I'm talking about being very mindful, intentional, and contextual with what you do share. And if you secretly fear being vulnerable in a business setting, one of the most impactful ways you can kick that process off with is by asking the following question. Hey, is there anything I've missed or misunderstood? In any conversation, client pitch, meeting, one-on-one coaching session, the Q&A portion of a presentation, if you can ask that question, hey, is there anything I've missed or misunderstood? And you can truly be open to receiving an answer, man, trust will find you. A trusted relationship will find you. And the byproduct of that, the organic byproduct of that is you becoming more likable in the process. But let's break it down. Let's break that question down into two halves, okay? Part A is there anything I've missed? Is there anything I've missed? Now, why is that powerful? Well, what you're saying to the human being opposite you is this. Hey, let's remove ego for a second. I'm going to remove my ego. And I want to know, because I value your opinion, I value your expertise, and I value your judgment, if there is anything I've missed from what I've just shared with you. Because I would love a collaborative, two-way conversation. Is there anything I've missed? Because I'm not perfect. I'm an imperfect human being who is open to growth and open to learning. You're saying all of that just by saying, hey, is there anything I've missed? And just like that, you begin to showcase vulnerability. And then you end it with, hey, is there anything I've missed or misunderstood? Missed or misunderstood. The latter is where true connection lies, man. And let me tell you why. For me, from what I've learned in my own life, in business, miscommunication leads to misunderstandings. And misunderstandings lead to a dilution of trust. And where there's a dilution of trust, well, there's no relationship. I don't know any meaningful relationship I have in business or life where there's no trust. It just doesn't exist in my world. So here's what we're saying by asking somebody if there's anything that you've misunderstood. You're saying, okay, Susie, Natalie, Jamie, I'm open once again to a collaborative conversation, to drop my ego. And I want to know that what I've just said prior, does it meet you with where you're at today? Does it truly make you feel seen, heard, and understood? And am I truly understanding the lens in which you view the world? Because if not, I want you to share with me what I've misunderstood, because I deeply care about this relationship. And just like that, a two-way collaborative conversation ensues, and you show up vulnerable because you're saying, I'm open to being corrected. Do you know how many people in business, actually you do, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video still, but you know how many people in business show up posturing with a ton of pretense, wearing a mask and just giving people a version of themselves that they think they should show versus being who they really are and saying, man, you know what? I'm imperfect just like you. Is there anything I've missed or misunderstood? Because I want to learn from you. I'm dedicated to growth. I'm committed to growth. When you say that, you break down barriers and you allow for reciprocity of vulnerability. You give the human being opposite you the permission to also show up vulnerable. And just like that, man, a meaningful connection begins to fuse. So try it. Try it in your next meeting. Try it in your next conversation. Try it in your next presentation and show up imperfect and watch how everything and everybody around you shifts and you become magnetic and you become influential. Let me know in the comments. How does it work for you? How does it work for you? And is there any other content that you would love for me to film? Let me know. Let me know. What are your pain points? What are your challenges right now? Hit me up in the comments so we can put it on our list for future videos. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.